Howdy, folks. Today's the day we talk about Faraday. Faraday Future, that is. Its latest report shows it remains financially challenged, but showed at least some signs of structural improvement. Revenue for 2025 was essentially flat year over year, while operating losses were about $331 million, or approximately $185 million when excluding one-time impairments. These losses were driven by ongoing investment in product development, manufacturing readiness, and organizational build-out, along with asset impairments tied to a shift in its vehicle roadmap. Operating cash outflow totaled roughly $107.5 million, reflecting continued cash consumption as it ramps operations. Yet, through debt optimization, FF generated approximately $161.4 million in financing inflows during 2025. At the same time, potential dilution was reduced by canceling tens of millions of warrants while it continued pursuing additional funding sources. Beyond the balance sheet, FF liked to point out the achievement of rolling out the first FX Super One pre-production vehicle from its California facility in late 2025. As FF transitioned from concept and development into validation, certification, and preparation for production, it keeps trying to advance supply chain readiness, securing procurement agreements, and refining its production systems, while also progressing toward compliance with U.S. safety standards. Commercially, FF states early demand indicators for the FX Super One appear encouraging, with over 11,000 non-binding pre-orders accumulated by the end of 2025. It's also been building out a diversified sales approach that includes direct community engagement, partner channels, B2B relationships, and e-commerce, alongside expansion of its dealership network and exploration of leasing models. FF is broadening its EV portfolio beyond its flagship FF91 with development of additional models, such as the FX4, positioned to compete in more mainstream segments. It's also investing in next-generation EV technologies, including 800-volt high-voltage systems, to maintain competitiveness in the premium EV category. However, for the time being, FF's ramp strategy is slowing down in favor of alignment with available capital rather than aggressive expansion, at least when it comes to EVs, because the rapid emergence of its embodied AI robotics business is described as a complementary growth engine. Earlier in February, FF launched 3 robotics product lines and began deliveries almost immediately. Within the first month, it reported shipping 22 units, exceeding its initial target of 20 units, and achieved positive product gross margins, presenting what has been referred to as an important proof point that this segment could generate near-term revenue with better unit economics than its EV business. Robotics is being touted as a commercial opportunity and a strategic pillar within a broader ecosystem, with FF targeting more than 1,000 cumulative robotic shipments by the end of 2026. While it also expects to layer in software-related revenue streams beyond hardware sales within the same year. Compared to EV manufacturing, robotics is described as requiring significantly lower capital investment, making it a potentially more efficient path to cash flow generation. Faraday Future explains it's differentiated in its approach, which emphasizes integrated, device data brain architecture. This concept underpins both its EV and robotics platforms and is intended to create a self-reinforcing cycle where deployed devices generate data, that data improves AI models, and enhanced AI capabilities in turn improve product performance and drive further adoption. FF sees this flywheel as central to building a long-term competitive advantage, drawing parallels to data-driven strategies seen in leading AI and EV companies. Supporting this vision, FF has continued to upgrade its underlying technology stack. Enhancements include multilingual AI capabilities, real-time web integration, improved voice interaction systems, autonomous driving model migration, and advanced computer vision technologies such as 3D object detection and gesture recognition. These developments are meant to form the building blocks of a so-called unified cross-platform intelligence system that can operate across vehicles and robots. On the regulatory road, FF has seemingly reduced some roughness by reducing external uncertainty. The conclusion of an SEC investigation without enforcement action removed a significant overhang, allowing it to refocus on operations and capital market engagement. It's also been expanding its ecosystem beyond core mobility and robotics. Its involvement with AIX crypto holdings reflects an interest in blockchain-based financial innovation, including potential stock tokenization and real-world asset initiatives. While still in early stages, these efforts suggest an attempt to diversify financing channels and integrate emerging technologies into its broader platform. As for where attention is getting directed to later this year, FF is leaning heavy into robots by ramping production, expanding use cases, and achieving consistent positive margins while building a foundation for recurring software revenue. In EVs, priorities revolve around advancing the FX Super One toward production and delivery and improving product competitiveness. Then, to address capital market challenges, aka its stock's health, efforts are pouring into regaining compliance with Nasdaq's minimum bid price requirement and securing additional investment. Management has also signaled a commitment to improving transparency, strengthening operations, and addressing concerns such as alleged market manipulation to rebuild investor confidence. For more on all these topics, check out the videos uploaded over the past 2 months about Faraday Future that cover all of them.